What up, YouTube? It's the young bull JT. Just just thrashing, man. And we're gonna talk about this fight coming up this weekend. We got Kid Chocolate Quillin, Petey versus Daniel Jacobs. Peter's coming off a impressive knockout, very brutal knockout over Zafara, and Jacobs is coming off a win over Sergio Mora, where Mora got injured. And I think that fight's very telling. You know, I think that fight is very, very telling. Mora actually dropped Jacobs, and it was a real good fight. It was back and forth, you know, but I think that fight's very telling. We know Jacobs, he got knocked out by P-Rog, and you know, P-Rog was a beast at that time, before he had to cut his career short with a back injury. But I think this fight is gonna come down to, I see Jacobs as a good boxer. I think he's probably the more polished boxer, but he also has the weaker chin. And we got Kid Chocolate, who didn't have the amateur pedigree, but what he does have is a lot of fights, a lot of championship fight experience, and he's pretty much learning on the job, man. And he has a lot of power. Okay, definitely top 3 hardest punchers in middleweight is Kid Chocolate. The guy can hit, man. He has 1-punch knockout power. I think it's gonna be a good fight, man. Even fight, even fight. I think it's, I guess it's gonna be for Jacobs' middleweight title, quote unquote interim title, or whatever it is, WBA strap. Gonna be at the Barclays, of course. I got my man Petey winning this fight, man. I think Jacobs will have some moments. He'll have some spots of the fight, but I just think Petey can take a punch better, and he punches harder, and I don't think Jacobs is gonna be able to hang with the pressure that Peter can put on you, as well as the jab. If I would like to see Peter use his jab, man. If he would have had a jab, I think he would have beat Andy Lee easily. It looks like he was just loading up on punches. He gets kind of too caught up in landing a right hand instead of just setting up his power, man. A lot of these middleweights, and it's not only middleweights, it's just a lot of fighters. A lot of morons, like Thunderdome. He says things like, it's easy to cut the ring off, it's easy to do this, it's easy to do that. It's not that easy, man. Not a lot of fighters can even jab effectively or counter a jab very effectively. It's a lot of limited fighters, man. And I think that's a difference between the fighters of today and of yesteryear. Big difference, man. You look at a guy like Golovkin, who's a total package, man. Compared to these two guys, I think it's a different level. But for this level of middleweight boxing, I think this is gonna be a great fight as long as it lasts. I think Petey knocks him out in 8 rounds, man. I think Jacobs, he gives a good showing of himself, but I just don't see him dealing with that power, man. And I got Peter Kid Chocolate Quillin by 8th round KO. It's your boy GT. I'm out.